Let me tell y'all something. Y'all know how I feel about cute decks. I love a cute deck. There is nothing in my collection. In my collection, I have very serious decks, and I have shadow work decks, and I have, older decks from the 70s, and I have a lot of different, eclectic decks and stuff like that. But my favorite out of all of them are the cute decks, because when I'm doing a reading, guys, and some of you have already heard me say this, when I'm doing a reading, they're often very heavy, sometimes really sad. And when I am on the phone or on the computer and I have a deck like this keeps me grounded in my vibration, in my good mood. Because I try to keep myself in a good vibration. And I don't even try. I do keep myself in a good vibration 99% of the time. So these kind of decks help me with that when I'm doing a difficult reading or just any kind of reading. So today we're going to take a look at this one. I don't know how to pronounce this. It looks like Kawaaii. I'm not sure. But I saw this deck on Amazon.com, and this is not a gift. This deck was one that I bought with my own money, because when I saw it, I fell in love with it. And as you can see, this is the illustrator, and I'm just, oh man, this reminds me. I don't know anything about this art style. Let me show you guys the back of the book, the back of the box. Here you are. In case any of you good people want to screenshot that or pause it and look at it. It has the price at the bottom, and it also has a little blurb there for you to read. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to do the introduction, and then I'm going to show you these cards, because I have been waiting to open this deck since it arrived, okay? So my name is QueenAusetHeru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to other beautiful people who would like it too. Let's see. If you would like to get a reading done, or if you want to hit me up on my social media, if you want to become a patron, if you want to send me a gift on my Amazon wish list, all of the above is underneath this video. So the first thing we're going to do is release it from the plastic, because I haven't even opened it, as you can see. So I'm going to release it from the plastic. All right, so you've seen the box as far as what's on it. Now listen to this. That is a sturdy box. This is one of my favorite kinds of boxes, because this is the kind of box that will last. Now, whoa, okay, look at that. It opens like that. You just pop it over, okay. So we got a sturdy box. It is a guidebook in here. It has one of those ribbons in there, so you can just pull all the things out. Love that. Inside of the box, there is nothing else. No illustrations, no words, no nothing. Just a nice, sturdy, well quality box. Alright, so let's take a quick look, not too long, at the guidebook. The guidebook is in full color. Oh man, awesome. They don't look like long interpretations though. They're really short, but if you already know how to read tarot, or if you already have a tarot book, that won't matter. So that's awesome. We're going to take a look at the first card. I'm so excited. This is beautiful. A little glossy, as you can see the gloss moving on it. Same size as a standard tarot card. Not too thick, not too thin. Let's see. Immediate bounce back. Good quality. Doesn't feel cheap. These are the backs. I like the little spaceships. Alright, so let's get into this deck. There seems to be a lot of details on this deck. Look at that. So here's our Fool. Am I going to have to... Let me see if I can move this closer and get the glare off or back. No. The glare is large and in charge in here. Alright. So, I'm going to pull these to you. Yeah, that glare is definitely problematic on the camera, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to hold these. I want you to see these. All right, so let's take a good look. First of all, this is so cool. Guys, I'm in geek heaven. First of all, it's very busy. This is our full card. It's really busy. I love the colors. I love the cuteness. It already has me. It had me at hello, okay? Nobody has me at hello, but this deck had me at hello. Oh, awesome. The Magician. All right, here's our High Priestess. I love how she's in the crescent moon and it's like a boat. That is so cute. Oh my goodness. You guys, I gotta cleanse these and use these today. All of my clients, I'm using these. I have 4 clients today and we're all using these. That's it. Look at the Emperor. Oh, guys. This is the most adorable deck. Oh my goodness. And you know something? Oh my. It's really hard for me. I'm going to be honest with you guys about decks. Oh, that's cute. That's really, really cute. It's hard for me to find a deck that speaks to me. Like, seriously. So all the decks that I show you here are the ones that speak to me. The ones I buy, the ones that are gifted. I don't even request a deck from a creator or agree to a collaboration with the creator unless I really like the deck. And if I spend my money on a deck, you know I love it. You know I love it. Because most of the time, most of the decks that I get are, I'm so blessed, most of them are gifts. So they are gifted to me to, you know, to do a reading, to do a review. Oh, look at the elephant. Okay. So they're gifted to me to do a review. So the few times that I buy decks on Amazon, because that's usually where I get them, it's just a deck I could not, unfortunately, get gifted. Or I didn't know the creator, or I couldn't get in touch with the creator. And I just say, you know what? I want to work with this. I want it. So I go to Amazon and get it. So it doesn't happen a lot, but when it does happen, like this deck, it's a match made in heaven. I love it. But I knew that. I only saw like 4 of these cards, but I knew that the cuteness of it, that the art style of it. Oh, this is my card. This is the star. I knew that the cuteness of it was going to get me though. I knew it. And all of the hallmarks, some of the cards are a little different. But most of these cards, you can tell the sun is the sun. You know, you can tell it's a sun in it, and people, you know, skating or across the sun. So yeah, you can tell exactly what it's talking about. This is clearly the world. You know, it's a little cute. You know, cuter, I'm gonna say, than some decks. And a lot of decks to me are just ugly, aesthetically just ugly. But this is really cute, it's really sweet, and it's a good mood deck. For those of you who are looking for a good mood deck, this is one. I feel like readers who suffer with seasonal depression or things like that, these are the kind of decks that can really be helpful in that energy, because it just makes you feel good. So no matter what you're experiencing or going through, oh, the little baby sloths, you know, this may be helpful. Definitely conflict. The 5 of Wands is always conflict. I love it. Yeah, so they definitely did stick to many of the symbolisms of the Rider-Waite. So this is like a Rider-Waite more so than Thoth, I would say. But it's awesome. Look at the black in the background. I love it. I love these lollipops. I've seen these lollipops in several of the cards. I think that is an awesome choice. Awesome. I have a lot of cute decks, but this reminds me of Candyland. Wouldn't that be cool, guys? A Candyland tarot? That would be awesome. Yeah, I like these a lot. When this came in the mail today, I was like, I am definitely doing this today because I want to use these. I knew I would. Oh, I knew I would want to use them. And mind you, I don't have pets, so I like looking at pets and art. My thing is not that I don't like pets, it's that I don't want to take care of them. I had 2 cats for about a decade. And I got so tired of them. I just really did. It wasn't that I didn't like them, because they were cute and they were adorbs. But they were just such a big responsibility for me. And I was always working and trying to travel at that time. And my daughter wasn't home. She was in high school at that time. And she was living with her dad in Florida. So I was just like, I can't do this. I can't keep up with these pets. So I decided to do crystals instead. Because they don't need any maintenance. And just wipe them off and use them as needed. Guys, this is adorable. I like it so much. One of the great things about doing these videos is that I'm able, not only am I able to show these beautiful decks to you guys and, you know, have great conversations with you in the comment section about them, but I also get to study like each and every one while it's on camera. And like if I'm in my room and I don't have the deck with me, I can watch the video and be like, I want to learn these cards. Let me watch the video and look at the symbolisms. And that's why I try to I try to hold them for a sec, so that if I want to look at the video, I can study the images. All right, now this is the cup suit, guys. You all know this is my favorite suit. And you have to do the cups right to get my heart. And so far, they pretty much have it. They have it. Oh, look at that 2 of cups. I love it. I love how chubby these animals are. And this has got to be, this reminds me of like a more of an Asian art style, because I have a bubble tea pillow, and it reminds me of this art style. And I've seen other fuzzy animals like this seal. I've seen cats. This is a very popular style with toys that come out of, I think it's Japan. But I have one. And that's what it reminds me of. They're always so chubby. They're always so fluffy, you know. And they're so cute. Like this one. Look how fluffy. Look how fluffy. So even the cards that are difficult cards are so cute. So it's like, okay, you're giving me bad news, but at least you're doing it in the most adorable way. Here's our page. I love the cups. The cups are cute. I like the teacups especially. Very, very good choice. This deck is another 10 out of 10. Definitely. And you know, I saw somebody the other day and they were like, there's so much going on in this deck. And it is. It's a busy deck. Your eyes are going to have a lot to bounce off of. And if that is difficult for you, if you have a problem with that when you're doing readings, then this may not be the deck for you. But if you're somebody like me who, you know, just kind of gets lost in the art and just gets more and more interpretations from as you get drawn in, this is a difficult card, but it's so cute the way that they did it with the clouds. I love that. So like I said, if you're like me and you just get drawn into the card, there's going to be a lot for you to read. There's going to be a lot for you to jump off of. Your intuition is going to have a lot with these. I love it. Yes, I am definitely a cutesy deck. One of my friends, one of my good buddies, she's a professor. And she and I often talk about decks. She's a Sagittarius. And she'll be like, I can't do the cute deck. And I always call her decks are ugly to me. And I always call them adult decks. I call mine the cutesy decks, and I call hers the adult decks, because she got some of the ugliest looking decks, in my opinion, and she loves them. She thinks they're awesome, and they have great reviews. Other people think they're awesome too, but I'm just not the one. only because aesthetically, this is aesthetically pleasing to me. This is something that makes me feel good energetically. I'm going to reach for these. I'm going to put these probably in my bin right next to me and use these frequently. But like one of those other grown-up decks that she uses, I would never reach for that. I would probably just keep them and then, put them in my collection or something. That was the last one. So let's leave this right here. So, I was going to tell you guys one of the things. Let me see. I don't want this glare to be in your face while I'm talking to you guys. Right there. That's better. Come on. There we go. You got to go through a lot of changes to actually get this, as you can see, because of the glare of these. Come on. There we go. So if you're somebody who uses your decks like I do, you're going to notice that glare is definitely, something that's problematic as far as the light is concerned. So that's good. But yeah, so like somebody like, me would love this. And like I said, my friend has those other, what I call adult decks I was talking about, because they're very practical, some of them are pippish. The Rider-Waite Smith, I mean, I did learn on the Rider-Waite Smith. No, I didn't. I learned on the Egyptian tarot, and I did do some learning with the Rider-Waite Smith, and I have trained a lot of people to read cards, and I trained them all on the Rider-Waite Smith. But it's because of the fact that that deck is pretty much the standard. The Rider-Waite Smith tarot and the Thoth tarot are the standards in the industry. Of course, now people are getting creative and they're coming away from, some of those, strict confines. But I have noticed that, a lot of decks follow their symbolism. And I like that because that's what I learned off of. Another thing I want to tell you about decks before I go is if you buy a deck and you do not like it, don't be gung-ho to sell it or give it away. I so promise you. I have decks right now that I bought for $20 that are worth $400, $500. One of them is priceless. I saw it on eBay for $1,000. So some of the times you buy a deck, $20, $15, and you wait 2, 3, 4 years, maybe more, and your deck is worth quadruple or more what you paid for it. My deck that's worth $1,000, or I don't know if it's worth $1,000, but I saw somebody purchase it online for $1,000. Now, I paid $20 for that deck, and it was used when I got it. And I'm just like, wow. So a lot of people, I see them on here, they'll be like, oh, I'm going to rehome this deck or this, that, and the third. If you have money to waste, go ahead. If money isn't a thing to you, go right ahead. But if you're somebody who wants to get the, like an investment out of your deck, I say hold on to it. Hold on to the ones you don't like. Package them nicely, pack them away in something waterproof, and just wait. And just kind of watch and see what happens, because a lot of these decks end up what they call out of print. And once a deck goes out of print, the freaking price skyrockets. And if you have one and you're like, ugh, this joint ugly, and is now, you paid $25 for it and is now worth $500. So you held on to that ugly deck, So, and you made a good investment and a good profit off of it. So that's my recommendation. I see people do this all the time. They'll have these big videos about what they're getting rid of and what they're selling and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just sitting there shaking my head like, don't do that. I have like so many that has happened with, and it wasn't even something that I was even thinking about at the time. I just bought the deck because I wanted to get to know it, and I didn't believe in giving away decks, And one of the ones that I did end up trading is now worth hundreds of dollars, and I'm salty. I'm salty that I traded it for an inferior deck. So I'm just like, what the feezy? So remember that when you're collecting. Alright guys, if you want to know my opinion as far as what this ranks, I would say 10 out of 10. It is beautiful. So get this deck on Amazon.com. Underneath this video, I will always put underneath the video the link. I'm an Amazon affiliate, so if it's from Amazon, I will leave you one of my affiliate links. And if it's from someplace else, I will leave that link as well. If I use them for readings, I try to leave it underneath too. All right, guys, it's time for us to get going. You come back soon because I got a lot more to say. See you later.